Hello wonderful people of the internet, my name is Caroline Kihugu. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you my friend. You are the reason as to why I keep coming back, because I know what I'm saying relates to somebody else. And talking of relating, there are several things I've learned from YouTube, from posting and being a YouTuber, and also being an entrepreneur or a business owner. And I have my notes today. I wrote some things on a journal, and some of the things that YouTube and entrepreneurship has taught me, or business has taught me, is consistency. One thing I've really struggled with is consistency, but YouTube has taught me if I'm consistent with whatever I'm doing, then I'm more guaranteed to see results. I started this channel 2 years ago, and I was posting whenever I felt like. I was not consistent, I was not serious about it. But in the past 2 months, I've been posting and I feel like there has been more growth. Even though it has been slow growth, there is growth. Unlike when I was posting before, whenever I felt like posting. And also in business, we are about 2 years in business now, and always waking up every day, especially on Fridays, where people know that we are collecting on Fridays and they expect us on Friday, the consistency that today my garbage has to be collected. Before, I used to collect on Saturdays. First we started collecting on Sundays, then we moved to Saturday, and transitioning from Saturday to Friday, we had a lot of problem, because everybody expected, people knew that we were collecting on Saturdays, so that's when they expected us. And trying to change them from Saturday to Friday was a bit hectic for us, because sometimes someone forgot to leave their waste on Friday. They went to work, so what do? The following day we have to come take the waste, because it's our problem as well. They were used to seeing us on Saturdays, now they are seeing us on Friday. What do? Do I let them keep the waste for another whole week? Of course not. Sometimes I will have to go back, because I do not want to lose that client. So there is power in consistency. Keep doing it over and over and over again. And I know, don't go complaining about it. I know I don't post as often as I promised. I promised to be posting at least daily, but then I have not been doing so. Sometimes I do not, other times I just go without. But then I promise I will be a little more consistent, because I know it benefits me as well. Another thing YouTube and entrepreneurship has taught me is don't give up on yourself. If you give up on yourself, then who will? Don't give up on yourself. Keep working on yourself. Keep pushing your brand out there. Keep pushing whatever you believe in. And that brings me to the next point: believe in yourself. If you do not believe in yourself, then nobody else will. And unless you believe in whatever you are selling, then nobody else will. You see, most of the time we just wake up, decide, I just want to take a camera, post out there, and maybe later I'll be paid. And that's what I used to do. I used to post with the mentality that, see, I'm just posting for the sake of posting. And one thing I have come to think about and realize is, if I do not believe in whatever I'm saying, then there is no way somebody else will believe whatever I'll be saying. So unless I believe in whatever I'm selling, unless I believe in whatever I'm saying, then nobody else will ever believe in me, or will ever believe in my product or my services. Another thing business and YouTube has taught me is discipline. Discipline. How many times have you heard about that word, discipline? You know, discipline is more like consistency, only that with discipline, it comes with how you talk, how you view yourself, how you relate with people, how you post. And with discipline, people will know by just listening to you. You see, there are people who use words, who throw out words for the sake of it. They will just say anything as long as they feel is what they want to say, without realizing that whatever I'm saying might hurt somebody else, might not resonate with somebody else, might not be taken well by somebody else. And that brings me to the next point, where I cannot control how people feel about me out there, but I can control how I react towards their projection, towards how they talk about me or how they relate with me. For sure, there is no way I can change how you think of me, but then I can control how that affects me. Another thing business and YouTube has taught me is not to mix my emotions with business. And this is kind of broad, because if I bring my personal problem into business on YouTube and I impose my problems onto you, then how is that going to affect me business wise? How is that going to affect my YouTube channel? Imagine if I came every day here, I'm so grumpy, always moody, abuse you, call you all sorts of name. I do not want to talk, I'm just here, I cry all the time. Okay, it's okay to be vulnerable, but then if you mix your own problems with your business, then that's where the problem comes in. Imagine if I came to your shop and you are yelling to employees, you are yelling to your clients. Will those clients come back? No, of course not. Nobody wants to go where they are not respected. At the end of the day, they are not coming to get the goods or services for free. At the end of the day, they are paying for their services or their products or their goods. So learning to control my emotions and not mix them with business is something most of us do not know how to do. And it's sexy when you say it in theory, and like when you have to put it into action. Not many times we know how to control our emotions, but then YouTube has really taught me to try and control my emotions. Nobody cares about how I feel. Nobody cares. Nobody. If I promise to deliver, then that's what I should do, and that's what people care about, delivering. They don't care about emotions. Another thing YouTube has taught me is differentiating the difference between respect and letting people walk over you. So many times we are so nice to people who do not deserve our respect. So many times we are so grounded to people who should not even know anything about us. So many times we give our all to people who do not deserve a piece of ourselves, and we mostly mistake respect and being nice with letting people walk over you. If people do not respect your feelings, if people do not respect you as a person, then I do not see the need of keeping them in your circle. I do not see the need of always having them in your circle. So differentiating between respect and letting people walk over me is something huge and very beneficial for me, because at the end of the day I thought I'm just being nice to people, and I came to realize that no, you just don't have boundaries. There's a YouTube I talked about how do you know you are a people pleaser. I also talked about stop controlling things and let them flow. There's also one I talked about manipulative people. Go back and check them. They're on YouTube, they're on my channel, Carol on the Move. Another point or another thing I wrote that I learned from YouTube and being a business person is take care of your mental health. So many times we just walk out there, we do things that we know very well are toxic to ourselves, toxic to our mental health, but still we do them without realizing how that is affecting us. We do things just to remain relevant. And I have been this chick who so many times I'm not okay, but then so many times I feel obligated to talk with people I do not feel like I need to be talking to. I am not okay mentally, but then I go out there, I talk things that I feel were so shameful later on. I do things just to fit in, whereas I feel like I didn't want even to come to this event. Yet I'm here trying to talk, trying to interact with these people, yet I just want to go home and sleep. I felt that so many times, and unless you take care of your mental health, then you will not be okay, which is very sad, because so many of us take our mental health for granted. So many of us do not even know that we have a problem until somebody tells us, na unachoma. Then when we start thinking about that statement, we feel, wow, I am not okay. taking care of my mental health is one key thing that I've learned on YouTube, and that has really helped me to start believing that I'm more than whatever is happening in my life. So many times I fight being called mzungu, I do garbage collection, and there are these people I work with. I've had to fight that name mzungu so many times. Like they say, hey, mzungu, na leo mzungu, na hapo mzungu. I really hate that word because I felt like I do not deserve to be called that, and it is something I have to start believing in, that at the end of the day I deserve it. I work so hard for it. Another thing I struggle with even today is the titles. Yes, I know that I'm the founder of Nakre Cleaning Services, but then when somebody calls me a director or a CEO or a founder, I feel it's so awkward. I feel like I do not deserve it. I feel like, no, what is this person saying? Why don't you just call me by my name, Carol, as simple as that? So it feels so irritating. Like I just want to tell me, don't ever call me that. That is not my name. The people who deserve to be called directors or CEOs are people like Manu Chandaria, people like Mr. Washera of Magunas, people like, you see, those people, big people. And there I am. There you are calling me, just a simple girl, a simple person who do not even know what they're doing, calling me a director, and I feel like, you are disturbing me. So YouTube is teaching me to start believing in myself and to take the compliments, which I do not take lightly, by the way. I never accept compliments. I don't know how to react to compliments. Whether I've done something good or something beneficial to someone, I just don't know how to take compliments. And I think it's time. Emma, what do you think? Comment below. See, it is time I start taking compliments. Because I know I work hard to get them. Something else I've learned about YouTube, or from the businesses, not to take it personally when I ask people to be on my channel and they say no, because they have their own reasons, and it is not personal. At the end of the day, we are all here to make ends meet. At the end of the day, we are all doing what we do because it's what we believe in. So if they do not want to be on my channel, I do not have to take it personal. I do not have to make it feel like they are fake friends. They are not. You see, at the end of the day, not everyone likes to be seen on camera. When it comes to business, I used to struggle a lot because I thought, say, I can see you have a problem. I need to collect this garbage for you, and you have a problem. Where will you be taking it? And wherever you are taking it, you are causing more problems to other people. And I thought, why are you not letting me help you manage your waste? And I was so hard on myself. I thought, okay, I used to take it so personal. I thought, you're not giving me this job because you think I cannot do it. You're not giving me this job because you think I am too young for that. But then the 2 years, it's almost 3 years now. The 2 years of, the almost 3 years of doing waste management and cleaning has taught me it is not personal. It is not personal. At the end of the day, I cannot force you to do what you do not believe in. And if I force you, then we will always have a problem with even paying. I will have to keep coming back to you for payment, which sometimes is so boring, sometimes is so stressing. So it's never personal. It is not. Just appreciate those who feel like you connect with, and if they feel like they are not there yet, then don't take it personal. Tell them what you do, the benefits of what you do, and how they will benefit them. And if they feel they will want to come on board, then fine. If they don't feel like coming on board, then it's never personal. Something else, and especially on business, is not over trusting people. So many times I trust the people I give job too, and I feel like si wewe ni mtu mzima na unajua kile unafaa kuwa unafanya, sasa mbona nishinda nikikufuata? And shock on me, because most of the time I find that I trust people to do what they're supposed to be doing, but then I get complaints that, you know what, your people did not do this, you know what, your people overdid this, and that has taught me, if I want them to do exactly what they're supposed to do, I need to mentor them. And if mentorship alone is not working, then I have to follow up. And I know that is what makes it different. And I don't necessarily have to go there personally, but if I have somebody I've trained enough and this person is to oversee what is done, then I'm not needed there personally. So trusting somebody to do it on my behalf, then trusting the people doing it is also different. If I entrust you to do something, then I'm expecting you to do it. If you do not do it, then I have to be there personally, or get somebody who will supervise you, which at the end of the day I didn't think you needed supervision for. Does it make sense? I hope so. YouTube has taught me that anything is possible. As long as I put in the work, as long as I am believing in myself, then anything is possible. I never thought that I would get to a point where I interview somebody, and I've had 2 interviews, and in as much as one, you cannot see the face of the person I'm interviewing, and the second one is not so clear because it was a little dark. I feel like that is a huge improvement, and anything is possible. If you asked me some time back that I would start a business, then I thought I would have told you, you are joking. You are a complete joker. And looking back right now, I feel, wow, anything is possible. And with God, everything is possible. Which brings me to the next point, believing and trusting in God. You cannot do anything without God. You cannot do anything on your own. So you need God for everything. You need God to do anything. And prayers do work all the time. Another thing YouTube and business has taught me is having a support system. You cannot do everything by yourself. You cannot do everything on your own. We need somebody to help us do things. We need people in our team to keep pushing us to do things, to help us make our dreams come true. Knowing what you want to talk about on YouTube. I had so many things on my mind starting. I thought of adventures. I thought of beauty things. I thought of cooking. I thought of a lot of things. But then eventually I decided to do business and things relating to health. That is mental health. And I feel like if I do things relating to that topic, entrepreneurship, anything to do with entrepreneurship and matter concerning mental health, then I think that's what people are getting to know me for. So identifying a niche. And the same happens with business. You cannot be a jack of all trades. You will have to specify on something. Like there is no way NACRA cleaning services can be a cleaning service, a cleaning company, and still do telling people about how to farm. It doesn't make sense because that's not what people know us for. And unless I want to diversify, then that is when I will have to think of other platforms to use, not NACRA cleaning services. And even the name itself says we are cleaning service, and matters concerning cleaning, that is cleaning of houses, chairs, buildings. And with buildings, we also need their places beautiful. That is where landscaping comes in and fumigation comes in. And because there are people living there, then we have to collect their garbage, because at the end of the day, where will they take their waste? And the same with sanitary. So that is what I know that revolves around cleaning. But then if I start telling people, you know what, we do cleaning, yes, but then I can bring you farm products, then they will be like, can I really trust you with that? So at the end of the day, people start taking you like a joke. And okay, it's okay, you might diversify, but then let people know you for something first. If you want to diversify, then that will be much later on, after you already know what your strengths are. Something else business and YouTube has taught me, the last one, is I will have to let go at some point. I will have to have somebody who will take over. I do not have to be present in the business always. At some point, I will have to teach somebody. I will have to coach or mentor somebody to do what we do on our behalf, without thinking, if I teach these people how I do things, they will go out there and start their own. That means we do not have growth. We are McTamming at one point. But if you teach somebody, you empower them. We all have different strengths, and yes, they will never be you, but then there are some things they do better than you, and if you let go, at some point there is growth. I hope this was beneficial. Till next time, bye.